Making headlines today here in France. I've got Nicholas Rushworth with me on set. Good morning, Nicholas.
Hi, Tushona.
There are worries about Halloween in the French press.
Well, that's this Friday, isn't it? The 31st of October, and we can go straight away to Libération here, which has this very striking front page there. Clown sur la ville. Clowns, attacking literally towns. Now, this is about a story that's been rumbling throughout the month of October about evil clowns actually engaging in some violence against people.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, the French Interior Ministry is saying that these incidents of people dressing up as clowns and engaging in attacks, there have been 2 arrests and sentences, is really a scary story for this Halloween, and people must be on guard. That's Libération.
And that story is getting the attention in the front page of other newspapers as well.
Well, a couple of others. We've got the freebie paper, 20 Minutes, which we can go to, and its front page is pretty much the same there, saying that all this clowning about has its limits, repeating that warning from the Interior Ministry to watch out. Let's go to perhaps the most read paper in France, which is Le Parisien, aujourd'hui en France. Now, we can go there, same headline again. These evil clowns are not funny at all. They're not making anyone laugh. So stop falling over laughing, Shona, there about that. Because, as I said, 2 sentences, 1 4-month sentence for a guy in Montpellier in the south of the country for attacking someone with an iron bar as he was actually engaging somebody as an evil clown. In the north of the country, in Béthune, near Lille, we had one guy who was given 100 hours of community service and a suspended sentence for also attacking people. So a serious side to a not funny story.
Are these people clowns in real life, or did?
Well, Le Parisien aujourd'hui en France is saying that this whole trend, this craze, is actually doing a great disservice to professional clowns. We know, of course, that the circus is very much a part of French life. France is perhaps one of the main countries associated with the circus. So clowning about professionally is taken seriously. Le Parisien aujourd'hui en France saying the clowns are really struggling with this trend. They don't like it at all.
Huh? Another story this Friday is about making life simpler for French people. How could that?
Well, wouldn't that be great, Shona?
It would be. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
You know that we have red tape up to our eyeballs, don't we, in France, with all kinds of things. And that is, again, another top story. Following Thursday's announcement by the French President François Hollande that there would be 50 new measures, which would make life so much simpler for us all. For companies as well, Libération is detailing some of that. We can go to one of its pieces there. You can see the shock of simplification. Now, it actually goes through the nitty-gritty of those 50 measures, and it singles out some of them. One of them is easier voter registration. So you only need now a month to be able to vote, to sign up to vote. What about one tax form for companies to fill in? So those kind of measures for companies and us simple folk. Will that really change life in France? There's so much red tape, isn't there, Shona? You have to kind of wonder why. Now, the L'Opinion, the right-wing paper, is actually for once saying hats off to Hollande with this. That he has a phobia administration that is really welcome because, especially with that initiative on voter registration, it really could result in a simplification of French life, but also a democratization of French life, because millions of people are not on the electoral rolls, and if they can just register within 1 month of the vote, then it'll be so much easier for them.
You can see why the government would want them to
very rare to have a right-wing paper going hats off to Hollande.
Yeah, rare bit of praise there. Now, as we said, this Friday is Halloween, but French people will be marking Toussaint, which is what, All Saints' Day in English?
That is. It is All Saints' Day, November the 1st, so that's Saturday. And throughout this weekend, it'll be buying your chrysanthemums time and going to...
Right, and going to flower the tombs.
Absolutely, to pay your respects to the dead and lay your wreaths. La Croix has this on its front page, but it also has a cartoon there about the whole issue of death being not so much of a taboo for the French these days because of the whole debate about euthanasia. If you look more closely at that cartoon, this whole question of the modernization of death actually turns up in the words of the funeral director, who says, "Have you got your loyalty card then?" And of course, the poor customer is dumbstruck by that. So this weekend, yes, Halloween, but also All Saints' Day, and a moment of gravitas and seriousness for the French.
I guess we all have our fidelity card for that one. All right, thank you so much, Nicholas Rushworth, with the French papers this morning. You'll be back later to talk about what's going on in the international news. Now let's take a look at what's making